Hello everyone and welcome to Change Bible Study. I'm Chris Bailey, and this quarter, for the next 3 months, we're going to focus on the Old Testament background characters. I know we've all probably heard of David or Moses or some of these other great men and women of faith, but this quarter we're going to focus on those who tend to be put into the background, because it's in their stories that we often find the common man with an uncommon God. In fact, one of those men is Caleb. Caleb is one of the 12 spies that was sent from God on behalf of Israel to go and to search out the promised land. And when they returned, they all gave a varying report. 2 of those 10 saw the possible. The other 10 of the 12 saw the impossible. So it's here that as they're giving their report to the nation from what they have seen, our verse for the day states Caleb's statement. He says in Numbers 13 verse 30, "Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it." This is what brings this common man into an uncommon faith. When the spies and as a result the nation looks at what cannot be done, Caleb states something in the affirmative, and it says a whole lot about his attitude. To understand his courage and to realize that courage does not make statements in the interrogative. They are declarative. In other words, courage and faith doesn't ask what can't be done, it understands what can be done. And so that's why when you look at what he says, he's not asking a question. And it's not a small thing for this to happen, because again, this whole group idea and group think, peer pressure is making the situation seem so bad that they even get to the point of looking at slavery as more desirable than freedom. So Caleb is not just having to stand up, but he's having to push against the tide of pessimism. But he does it because he's not looking at what he can do. He's focused on what God and God alone can do. His attitude is dictating his altitude. And that's why we've got to understand, friends, as we look at life, as you look ahead, and as you look at what God is calling you to do, calling you to be, remember that the man who says that he can and the man who says that he cannot are both right, because it really is rooted in our attitude towards our God. Until next time, please remember that change is good.